In the previous video, we had calculated the mean using the three methods: the straightforward method, the shortcut method, and the step deviation method. Now, for the same problem, that is where we had 66 managers and their salaries uh, classified into five classes, we are going to find the value of median and the value of mode. Now, we had that particular distribution, this particular distribution as a discrete distribution, which we found that in this particular distribution, the upper class limit of the preceding class and the lower class limit of the succeeding class, the two values are not the same. So there is a difference of 1 unit. 1 unit definitely will be equivalent to 1000 rupees for this particular case. So if there is an income within 39,000 and 40,000, so for example, any person who is getting 39,750, you can definitely not find out where he will come into. Now, for that, what we do, we convert that discrete frequency into a continuous frequency by converting the class limits into class boundaries. Now, when we are calculating the median, this class boundaries actually becomes your class limits. These are your newer class limits. That means that you are going to record any value between 29.5 thousand to 39.5 thousand in the first class, and from 39.5 thousand to 49.5 thousand here. So if it's 49,501, you are going to record it here. So this is how we have actually converted the discrete frequency into a continuous frequency. Now we are supposed to find out the value of a median. Now median, as we all know, is a positional measure where we are looking forward to have the value, or the most probable value of the manager who is taking the middlemost position when all the managers are arranged according to their income in the ascending order. So if you are arranging all the managers and making them stand in a line according to the income levels that they are having, or the salaries that they are having, then what will be the value of that middlemost manager, that who will come at the middlemost position? That is what we are actually trying to find out. So that is the measure of median. Now for a continuous distribution, the calculation of median is particularly calculated through this formula, where L is the lower class boundary of the median class, H is the class width, F is the frequency of the median class, N is the summation F, that is the total number of observations, and CF is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class. So this is how the median is expressed in a formula. So when we are going to calculate median, we will have to work with cumulative frequency. So let's first calculate the cumulative frequency. The cumulative frequency of the first class will be 12. Of that of the second class will be 12 plus 13, that will be equal to 25. For the third class, it will be 25 plus 25 equal to 50. For that of the next class, it will be 50 plus 10, it will be 60. And that of the last class, final class, we have it as 66. Now, what does this cumulative frequency of a frequency distribution actually represent? It actually represents that if you were making them stand in an order, say an ascending order, the first 12 managers are going to have their salaries. The lowest salary will be 29.5 and the highest salary will be 39.5 thousand. So the first 12 people will be managers, will be having their salaries between 29,500 and 39,500. Then from the 13th manager to the 25th manager, that is the next 13 members, are going to have their salaries between 39,500 and 49,500. And then from the 26th to the 50th, they will be having their salaries between 49,500 and 59,500. And then here from the 51st one to the 60th one, that is the next 10 people, are going to have their salaries between 59,500 and 69,500. And the next class, here we have the next 6 people, that is the ultimate 6 people, the last 6 people are going to have their salaries between 69,500 and 79,500. So we are actually looking out for that middlemost person. So if we have the total number of observation to be 66, the middlemost person will be the 33rd person, right? So we are actually looking out for the n by 2th element, or n by 2th manager. So n by 2, the value that we will be having, n by 2 is equal to 33, and so we are going to find out where in that classification this 33rd manager will actually come. So the first 12 comes here. From 13 to 25th manager will be here. 26th to 50th manager will be here. So the 33rd manager will definitely come here. So this actually becomes your median class, since your 33rd manager is most likely to be classified under this category. So the lower class boundary of the median class is the value of L. So what is the value of the lower class boundary here? What is the value of L in this case? So definitely the value of L, we have the lower class boundary to be 49.5. Now we are talking about the class width. Class width, we know it is the upper class boundary minus the lower class boundary. It is 59.5 minus 49.5. So that is the value of H. That's your class width, and that's equal to 10. Frequency of the median class. So this is your median class. So we have got this as our median class. So the frequency of the median class, we got it as 25. So frequency of the median class is equal to 25. The value of n, we know it is equal to 66. That's summation f. And next we are supposed to find out the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class. So class preceding the median class. So we are actually looking out for this value. So CF, in this case, the value will be equal to 25. Now what we are going to do is we are going to substitute these values in this formula and get the result. So the median value that we will be getting is equal to 49.5, the value of L, plus 10, the value of H, F, the value, F value is 25, so that goes this part, and then n by 2, that is 66 by 2, that's equal to 33, minus cumulative frequency of this previous class, we got it as 25. So if you are going to solve this, you are going to get the value as 52.7. So the median salary which we have here, since it is expressed in thousands of rupees, the median salary comes to be equal to rupees 52,700. It is 52,700. Now we go ahead and move on to the final or the third measure of central tendency, that is mode. Now calculation of mode once again will be on the similar lines. Definitely we have converted the discrete frequency into a continuous frequency, and the mode is calculated by the formula L plus F1 minus F0 by 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H, and each of these will be having their own descriptions. L is actually the lower class boundary of the modal class. So there is something called modal class here. Now, what is a modal class? Modal class in a particular distribution is the class which is having the highest frequency. So here the highest frequency is of this particular class, 50 to 59. That is actually forming your modal class. So we are having our modal class to be this one. So this is our modal class. So this is the modal class. F1 is the frequency of the modal class. So what is the lower class boundary of the modal class? The value of L, it is equal to 49.5. It is equal to 49.5. The frequency of the modal class. The frequency of the modal class, this is F1. So this is your frequency of the modal class. So F1, we have the value to be equal to 25. F0 is the frequency of the pre-modal class. So this is the value of F0, right? So F0, we have the value to be equal to 13. And F2 is the frequency of the post-modal class. So we are actually having the value as 10. This is your F2 and the value is 10. And another element that we are having, that is the H. H is the class width which we have already computed, and that's equal to upper class boundary minus the lower class boundary. So that is equal to 10. So we are going to substitute these values in this formula and we are going to get the result for mode. So mode, the value is 49.5 plus F1 minus F0. So that gives you 25 minus 13 by 2 into F1, that is 25, minus F0, that's 13, minus F2, that's 10, and multiplied by H, that once again is equal to 10. So we got the value to be 49.5 plus 12 into 10 by 50, and this makes 23. 50 minus 23 is equal to 27. So the value is 49.5 plus 120 by 27. The value is 53.944. So 53.944. So that is the value of mode. Of course, if we are asked to find the modal salary, we have to multiply this by 1000 because it is expressed in thousands of rupees. So the modal salary here in this case will be rupees 53,944. So that goes the calculation of the third measure of central tendency, the mode.